Many a times we have the dreams, but many a times we're not able to follow through our dream. The reason being lack of clarity, the reason being lack of focus. The process of meditation is helping us to train our mind significantly so that we can sail through the life easily, so that we can realize our dreams greatly.
Food is medicine. We say if you eat the right food, the right time, right quantities, you will not fall sick and you can cure all diseases. I said I am myself an example. 30 years of diabetes gone. I don't take any medicine. I am not that old. I am only 82, but I am still reasonably healthy.
A lot I've seen change where it's helped me find answers that who am I, what am I destined for, and then the way I've headed now. The last couple of years I'm independently employed. I find a lot of joy.
What gives the time between the trigger and response is meditation. The practice of meditation allows us to expand that time between response and between the trigger and the response.
You might be a very senior leader. After more than 30 years in a business, something goes wrong at work. Somebody's not happy, or there is a problem with a client, and you have two choices. Either you react, which was what I was doing before meditating, or thanks to the meditation, you recognize this emotion coming up to you, and instead of reacting, you respond.
You get your job with a high IQ, academic excellence, or anything that related to intellectual understanding, but to truly grow and in your career or a profession or to be successful, emotional quotient is the most important.
One of the great thing happened after meditation was I was able to do everything that I intended to do for a long time. No regrets in my life that I didn't do at this time. I thought about it, used to think for something.
I began my meditation journey due to the severe illness caused by too much work stress. Fortunately, I heard about meditation and I felt immense happy, and I believed it could heal. Within 3 months, I was able to sit for 40 minutes and I noticed my symptoms got improved as well.
But meditation has allowed me to let go of exactly what that is and enjoy each step, just like when I was a child.
Whenever I feel like tired, low energy, or confused, kind of vague scenario, whenever I see that, I know my medicine at that time. I just take a break and do some start breath meditation.
I have been meditating and I join almost every single program that comes with Buddha CEO. It's not the situation that changed, it's just my thought process.
Life has been phenomenal, and every day I'm learning more and becoming more clear to what I want to do in life.
Generally, first and foremost, I would say my health has improved. I feel I have better health and immunity. I used to be prone to a lot of illnesses, maybe 2-3 times a year, and that has in general diminished.
For more details about Project Excellence, write to us at excellence@buddhaceo.org.
A very happy morning and evening, dear friends and masters. With immense joy and gratitude, I extend my warm welcome and to each one of you to this 9-session online beginner program Blossom. It is truly wonderful to have you all here and united by this shared intention to grow, to evolve and connect with our inner selves. So as we move through this session together, let us allow ourselves to be empty from the stress, expectations, and distractions, so that we can truly blossom. And when we are empty, we become receptive. And with that receptivity, something beautiful begins to unfold. So clarity arises where there was confusion, and focus energizes us, and from our restlessness, and balance is restored. So this is the essence of blossoming, I think, and a nature, effortless expansion of our consciousness. So let us use this sacred space and nurture awareness to deepen our understanding and experience the joy of being, and with the openness in heart and stillness in our minds. So let us expand, evolve, and blossom to its higher potential. So once again, I welcome you all, and I feel immense pleasure to introduce Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation. Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation is a global non-profit dedicated to building spiritual governance and leadership and advanced personal transformation through breath mindfulness meditation and scientific wisdom. It is a key initiative of Pyramid Spiritual Society Movement, PSSM, founded to bring meditation into everyone's life. Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation aims to empower individuals and organizations to lead with awareness, compassion, and clarity, blending ancient meditation wisdom with modern science to enable both inner transformation and external success. The foundation is deeply inspired by Brahmarshi Patriji, founder of PSSM, whose vision was to create a meditative, peaceful world. His message, Yogam Karmashu Kaushalyam. Yoga is meditation, karma is action, Kaushalyam is efficiency, serves as a guiding principle to the foundation. Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation is honored to be mentored by visionary leaders, including Padma Shri Dr. D.R. Karthikeyan, Dr. S.V. Balasubramaniam, Padma Shri Dr. R.V. Ramani, and Dr. Newton Kondaweti. The foundation was co-founded by corporate leaders, Mr. Chandra Pulamarasetti, Mrs. Lawrence Gaihard Jolly, and Mrs. Vani Chandrasekhar. The foundation promotes, spreads, and facilitates practice of meditation and wisdom through global meditation programs and initiatives that integrate modern disciplines like quantum physics, neuroscience, and epigenetics with timeless meditative practices. Thousands of sessions have empowered leaders, professionals, and students across the countries. Several conferences and symposiums have been held on meditation. So Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation operates into several countries, particularly in USA, UAE, India, and Southeast Asian countries. And here I am with our introduction of our Dr. Chandra Pulamarasetti, the Chief Meditation Mentor and the founder of Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation. He is a senior PSSM master and founding trustee of Pyramid Valley International Meditation Center. Dr. Chandra is a successful entrepreneur, former vice president at IBM Corporation, transformational meditation coach, and board member and advisor of a few non-profit organizations associated with Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji, founder of PSSM since 1999. He was inspired and deeply transformed by his teachings of this great meditation master and continues to volunteer for many projects of PSSM. Dr. Chandra studied several masters from East and West, including Dr. Joe Dispenza, Swami Rama, Neil Donald Walsh, and many more. Dr. Chandra has been practicing meditation for over 24 years now, teaches regularly to organizational leaders and professionals, and conducts multi-day advanced meditation retreats. He travels extensively year-round for meditation propagation along with Master Vani Chandrasekhar. Dr. Chandra attributes his great well-being, growth, and purposeful living, including the acquisition of his software company and the work of Buddha CEO, to the powerful techniques based on meditation and manifestation. Dr. Chandra shares the dream of Brahmarshi Patriji for a spiritual world being established in the shortest possible time, where everyone transforms into a meditation leader and contributes to this cause significantly. So I feel so blessed to welcome you, sir. Here we are. Thank you, sir.
So please check your mics.
How about now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Nidhi Madam. Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Good afternoon, evening. Welcome to this 9-session introductory meditation program, where we spend every day under an hour learning scientific understanding of what meditation is doing to an individual, and then practice it for sufficient amount of time, and also understand how meditation can bring a beautiful transformation in this planet. I say this because we see it every day when leaders are changing, when individuals are changing due to mental illnesses, due to physical health that they've been suffering, or any financial losses they have, or relational issues they face, or general conflicts they have at workplace. But we see that when they come into meditation, something is shifting, some energy is changing, that they seem to drop the conflicts, they seem to mend the relationships, they seem to heal the body, which makes one feel very helpless if there is a long-term illness. And when meditation is taken, we fundamentally see a 360-degree transformation in individuals, and which has happened to me precisely that way in the year 2002. I'm deeply grateful to my master, Brahmashi Patriji, who was a phenomenally, is a Zen master who had no restrictions whatsoever. It truly upheld the value of meditation, that it brings that freedom, that free will, that ability to govern and then live your life the way you wish to live. Yet it is very, very considerate to everything and everyone around each of us. So Patriji, I met him in the year 99, and then it took me a couple of years before I got into deeper practice of meditation. But once I'm into the practice in some sessions like this in the year 2002, I went through a daily practice for about 40 days. And I saw significant change. I was in startups by that time. And significant amount of work stress was there. Several judgments about colleagues were there, judgments about colleagues, the bosses. And there are some specific illnesses like chronic backache, and then some kind of a chronic ENT challenge that I was going through, which was preventing me from doing air travel actively. And of course, I had many, many dreams being in Bay Area, Silicon Valley in California. I had several dreams that I want to grow and establish and grow a software company. Then meditation entered. Now, as soon as meditation entered, as soon as I practiced for about 40 days during that time, and I was also reading much knowledge and books that are recommended. We call them New Age meditation and spiritual science literature. And I was reading them in 40 days to 2 months later, with an everyday practice like this, an hour of meditation, and some reading that I was doing, what I found is that even though I was working for the same amount of hours, the stress was not there anymore. Meaning, every day I would look forward to going to work. Earlier it was heavy, it was burdensome. 16, 17 hours of work I was talking about. But it is I was able to easily do it. It's much energetic morning to evening. The first thing I wanted. Second, the same people were behaving differently towards me, whom I thought biased, whom I thought non-cooperative, whom I thought judgmental. They seemed to be different towards me. Something changed. When people are not biased anymore towards you that you thought, and you feel some kind of a close connection, you feel like being with them, you feel like working with them, that's great. That's what I wanted. Then to my greatest surprise, the stress condition, or the backache that I had, and then the chronic recurring ear, nose, throat condition, which would discourage me from going air travel, that disappeared, or at least 99% resolved, to my greatest surprise, 4 months later. I used to read in the hallways of PSSM, along with the other masters and meditators that regularly meet, that your body has the capability to heal. And there is another significant statement that I used to read, that suffering is due to individual ignorance, by Gautama Buddha. Your body has capability to heal, and your thoughts create your outer reality. 3 things. Suffering is due to individual ignorance. I realized that suffering dropped significantly after my 40 days of meditation, where I was reading the knowledge and then meditation was practicing. Something changed. The way I understand events, the way I would blame before, stopped. If thoughts create reality was there, meditation built that awareness to hold on to the statement and say, if I'm experiencing something today, there is something to do with my past. I was experimenting. That awareness is there to experiment. If I blame people, if I complain about people, that is only making me helpless. Instead, if I would look for a solution, then thoughts have something to do with my outer reality. Then if I change my thought, precisely what happened during those 40 days, that if you go into a positive, miraculous thinking, as opposed to thinking negative, thinking low, thinking restricted, then automatically outer experience seems to change. So the people are different now. The client meetings are going well now. My health is improving because I had a different dialogue with my body, that my body can heal. So a lot of change have happened, friends, in the first few months of my meditation practice. That's when the moment I had this healing that happened to my body, I felt something that I've been chronically challenged with for several years. It so quickly happened in a few months without even me specially trying for anything. I felt this is very, very powerful. And so then I've associated myself with Patriji in several of his projects. The notable one and significant one being Pyramid Valley International, a meditation center outskirts of Bangalore, which we initially been part of this project since the beginning of 2003. And so I was giving my time for service, meditation service, and helping build meditation centers to promote meditation activities and all of it since 2003, pretty much in parallel to my meditation journey when it started. And that got me to one of the most satisfying life and very successful, rewarding career. My company grew, even though several challenges were there. But you have the conviction and you have the guidance internally. The meditation gives a lot of guidance. It gives a lot of inner guidance. Those words were very cliches to me before. Inner guidance, go within. I didn't know what it means, what it meant. I was reading here and there, but then it never had any meaning. But then truly, when I started meditating, few things will happen. Meditation heals the body, it drops the stress. There is constant thought interference into the body. Sufficient studies are there now that we go into a fight or flight mode and then all of it is changed with meditation. So the first thing that one will see is our health improves significantly, physical health. Meditation reduces unwanted thinking. On an average, 50,000 people, 50,000 thoughts in a day. 50,000 thoughts in a day in our mind, and most of them, 80 to 90%, are negative, stressful, worrisome, unwanted. And so then meditation helps to slowly helps us to go away from this unwanted thinking. If only 5% are useful, original, and then appropriate for our daily experiences, then that's what remains eventually for a meditation practice. Now, that means then we have a lot of energy preserved because every thought is energy. Every feeling that comes associated with thought is energy. So meditation moves a brain into a very beneficial wave state. So as a result, then we gain energy, and then two, there is beautiful research that shows that with meditation, our neural capacities build. Then in meditation, the most biggest benefit the meditation gives is emotional regulation, that your anger that subsides, that unnecessary desire sort of slowly drops away, unwanted conversations go away. Many things comes in control. Psychologists call it emotional intelligence. But meditation naturally and easily building, and then all of these, and Buddha does many studies, and then we generally see people have gained more than 80%, 90% of them have gained benefits in improving their health, energy, mental abilities, their intelligence powers grow, emotional regulation happens, mental well-being happens, sound mind is there, meaning they don't get swayed away when people make comments. People always make comments. Suppose you did not deliver your work right. Your boss is randomly saying, you always deliver late. You might have delivered late only twice, but he says you always deliver late. You always do shoddy work. You never come to in time. Many things are generalized is being spoken about. But meditation helps us to be very grounded. Meditation helps us to stay detached from these comments, to see, not take anything personally, and then see what is the essence of that event. And so the abilities of emotional regulation beautifully improves. And then most importantly, when people come to Buddha CEO, is for realizing dreams and goals. We all have dreams, we all have goals. We make many resolutions on a new day, a birthday, an anniversary. But then we never follow through. And most of the time, the resolutions drop off in a week. There is beautiful science here to say that the resolutions, when they're made into a subconscious program, then they're there with us. And then we can follow through our dreams to manifest. It's called manifestation science. And then we talk about this manifestation science and how meditation improves our abilities to attract experiences that we wish to have in our life. And meditation, most importantly, friends, relaxes our body and mind and then brings us into a great peace. Those of us who have been in the rat race, we've been behind something, chasing something, wanting something, and it is fine, but meditation makes it happen effortlessly while it brings us into a very calm, composed, peaceful state automatically. In fact, there are sufficient studies to demonstrate that when you are calm and composed, when you're most relaxed, that's the time you're actually getting much done. And then lastly, dear friends, meditation helps us to know a bigger picture. The goal of this program is to understand what is possible with meditation. What is all possible? And the purpose of meditation eventually is to know who I am. Am I just this body? Is there much more to it? Quantum physics explains now, and if you want to study quantum physics, now you understand that we are all 99.99% of our body is energy and emptiness. Everything is energy. Quantum physics studies and quantum physics understanding demonstrates that everything out there, including a body, is emptiness and energy. Yet we find ourselves in this matter and body. As energy, we have infinite potential. If somebody, there are many, many successful leaders, many great philosophers, and many great social reformers. And then if they all have something, and then they utilize this infinite potential, which they're able to pull out through their own thinking. And meditation helps us to understand who we truly are, and then bring out that unlimited potential in each of us in the direction that we want to apply. And that's called purpose. And so what we call spiritual understanding will happen through meditation, that we have infinite potential, and then it'll help us to align to our truest purpose that we are here to experience. So this program, dear friends, is to know what is possible with meditation, and then to learn and practice simple breath meditation in a way that in 9 days, you will sufficiently see changes. Two things that's going to immediately happen. One, awareness. Second, present moment living. Mindfulness and awareness. Awareness of whatever we're doing, being able to do in fully present in presence, being aware of what's happening right now, and then being fully actively participating in the present moment. You're in a meeting, you are at the meeting. You are eating, you are eating. You're walking, you're walking. But not body present, mind absent. That's presence is brought. Second, awareness. Awareness means that you are observing what is being done by us. It's called metacognition capability. You observe what is being done. It's like you're a manager, you're a leader, and then you're observing by reviews regularly what your team is doing. And so then you're able to create and navigate them to create something beautiful. You observe and say if somebody is sleeping, you're able to tell them in advance. You observe somebody is doing shoddy work and is missing on a few things, you're able to tell them. So when you observe, you get constant feedback, and so they're able to constantly alter ourselves. Meditation brings that awareness, become observer of whatever we are doing moment to moment. And so then we are able to constantly improve, and we're able to constantly receive guidance, and then be more fully active, and then make the most out of the moment. Awareness and presence are two beautiful things that happen with meditation. So let's go into the practice of meditation today. This program every day will have about 20 minutes of talk, 25 to 30 minutes of meditation, and then balance time for maybe small interaction most of the days. And the meditation practice is very, very simple. Let me put up a chart to talk about what is this meditation practice. What is meditation? It's a process to go within. So there are two stages to it. The first stage is ending the restless thoughts of the mind. So the goal of meditation, this process that we're practicing, is to empty the mind or drop thought, lower the volume of thought. If we have 50,000 thought, you want to lower that, go into emptier states. The first stage is to empty the mind of thought, resting the mind. And the second, automatically something beautiful happens. When we rest the mind, automatically we are connected to the infinite field, called quantum field. Everything out there is energy and emptiness. Meditation helps us to connect to this emptiness and energy when you empty the mind of thought. So any practice of meditation, if it is allowing you to slowly empty the mind of thought, then you are automatically connected to the step 2, which is to connect to this quantum field of energy. All that exists is emptiness. It's energy, and it's called quantum field, and it's called intelligence. In several religions, it's called the God stuff, the consciousness, the soul nature, many words. We call it quantum field of energy. We call it awareness, something that is observing within us. We all have intuition. We know what intuition is. And so all of these words are synonymous to this quantum field of energy. And so we connect to it automatically, and we'll experience it through this practice, and we will know it. And then how do we do? Very, very simple. It takes a minute to learn, as you're going to learn now, is to observing a breath with your eyes closed. When you observe the breath, your natural breath, then automatically our mind is slowly, slowly becoming empty. The mind is becoming empty, less and less of thought. And then when the mind is becoming empty, we are going to a great relaxation state. We start noticing emptiness everywhere, inside, outside, all around. When I say emptiness, you don't find anything around you. Right now, if you look around, you have furniture, sofas, your chairs, maybe glass walls or walls, whatever, and nature. But when you go into empty states, that means when you observe the breath and as your mind is becoming empty, you start noticing nothing around you. That's the time you're going into empty states. These empty states are beautiful. They're greatly calming, relaxation states, very peaceful. And also the states where you start noticing or witnessing some kind of energy or sensation in your body. And so the process of meditation is this. You're sitting down comfortably in your chair or on the floor. So those of you right now in a chair, you see the person here in the sofa. Sit down comfortably like that. You can take your back support, resting against the back support of the chair, no problem. Three things we do for the posture. You cross your feet at angle, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, comfortably rested, closing your eyes. Those of you wearing glasses or spectacles, remove them and you close your eyes. This is the posture. So closing eyes, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, comfortably rested, crossing your feet at ankle. And this posture relaxes your body. And then we observe our natural breath with our eyes closed. As I already closed our eyes, we observe natural breath. Where do we observe the breath? You rest your attention on the nose. And then simply witness or observe your natural breath. You're not manipulating the breath. You're not taking special pranayamas. You're not taking special breathing. You're simply observing the breath that you have, the way you have. You're not tampering your breath. So simply notice the breath you have on the nose anyway. Put your attention at a point. And then observe your natural breath as it goes through the nose. At that point it crosses. Observe it right there. Oh, there is breath gone in. Breath comes out. Goes in, comes out. Goes in, comes out. Simply observe that breath. When you observe your natural breath, slowly, slowly, our thoughts come down, reduce, and then slowly, slowly, in due course, our mind goes into emptier states. As you observe the breath, your breath also slowly becomes lighter and shorter, lighter and shorter. When I'm asking you to observe your attention on the nose and observe the breath there, not anywhere else in the body, only on the nose. You put your attention there and then do subtle observation of the breath that is going in. And slowly breath becomes lighter, shorter, and then mind is becoming less and less of thought. And you continue to observe the breath and slowly, slowly mind is going to emptier and emptier states. At some point, you may have nothing to observe. The breath is diminished so much that you don't have anything to observe. That is the time you've gone into emptier states. You've gone into states of nothingness out there. You be in that state. As you're becoming calmer, emptier, you be in that state, witness whatever is happening to you. So you're observing the breath initially. It's called focus. And then as you're observing the breath and slowly, slowly going to empty states where you have nothing to observe, that's the time you defocus yourself and witness everything out there, whatever is happening to you. Your body may not exist. You may feel some energy, some sensation, some movement. Notice it. You may have some kind of a vision, like a dream-like state. Notice it. You're simply observing everything happening to you in that state and be there non-judgmentally. Do not analyze. Right, friends? And so be in that state for as long as you can before you're interrupted with a thought. And so thoughts continue to come in between, suddenly or empty instead. Calmness interrupted through a thought again. When thought comes, and when you notice you have a thought, then come back to observing the breath. And again start the process all over. This is called breath mindfulness meditation. This is the technique that Gautama Buddha practiced, taught to the world. Brahmarshi Patrisi took this simple practice to the world. Millions of people are benefiting through PSSM and various organizations like Buddha CEO. And we call it breath mindfulness meditation, where you begin with the breath, notice the breath, slowly mind goes into emptier states, then be in that empty state without judgment, observe everything. Whenever you have thought, come back to the breath. So if you notice, we're not trying to stop the thought. What we're doing is starting with the breath, natural breath, that automatically takes us to an emptier state of the mind. That anytime you notice thought, I want you to simply come back to the breath without any judgment. For some people, thoughts may be there for the full 20 minutes of practice we're going to do now. When thoughts are there for 20 minutes, be with your breath full 20 minutes without judging that my meditation is not that great because I have thought. So I want to encourage people to simply be with the breath, and when thoughts are there, come back to the breath without judgment, because even if you have full of thought for 20 minutes, you still have a great benefit from a meditation practice. All right. So let's go into the practice, dear friends. I'm going to play light music. I will also do brief guidance. And then I would like you to start the practice, relax yourself, sit comfortably. Dear friends, with your eyes closed, relax your body. Remove your spectacles, glasses. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. With your attention on your nose, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Observe your in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, your mind becomes empty. Your mind becomes less and less of thought. I will play light music, but I would like you to stay focused on your breath. Sometimes music may be there, sometimes music won't be there. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience emptiness, calmness. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize you are thinking, go back to observing your breath. And if you notice you have a continuous stream of thought, be with your breath continuously. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to experience that emptiness, calmness all around you. That's energy. go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly go into that emptiness, that field of energy. The longer you stay connected to this emptiness energy, the more intuitive you become, the more empathetic you become. Into the emptiness. Friends, at this time, I'd like you to express gratitude. Gratitude to all things and everyone. Gratitude is the highest state of receivership. Express gratitude to your parents for giving this beautiful connection to life. Be grateful to your teachers and mentors for expanding your knowledge and wisdom. Your gratitude to all the people in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, everybody, for helping you learn many things. Give thanks to this grand nature, the bird, the fish and the animals, for filling our lives with energy, beauty, mystery and more. Gratitude to everything you use, the technology, the system, the companies, the governments that support our life in many ways. gratitude to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others, and to this intelligent universe for helping us experience this life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then you can open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoy the session. We did about 25 minutes of meditation today. Every day in this program, meditation will be for about this much time. We will bring about various aspects that I talked about earlier before meditation with a scientific voice. We'll try to understand how does it really change or drop the stress? How does it increase my mental abilities? How does it bring mental well-being, manifestation? All of those we'll understand with science. There is so much out there, neuroscience, quantum physics research, psychology research, and all of that point to a great change and transformation to each of us. And you are in a WhatsApp group. 9 days can be long enough time. So there is a WhatsApp group that is created and an email, I believe, was sent to you. And sometimes it lands in the junk mail. So identify that email, and then if you join the WhatsApp group, then we do send some communication on a daily basis. Whatever I spoke today, some of it becomes a wisdom note. It might come as some kind of resources we share. We share a simple book on breath meditation so that you can understand the why and how long and what and all of it. So do join that WhatsApp group and take advantage of it. There are a few facilitators who can also help clear any questions and doubts you may have. That will become our mode of communication for the next 9 days. And with that, I'm sure many would have felt today, and then tomorrow I'll talk about the experiences that you may have had in meditation. Some people might have had lightness, heaviness. Some might have movements in the body. Some say, I had full of thought, only nothing else. Some say, I don't know where I was. And some say, I'm very, very joyful, very peaceful. So many experiences can happen in meditation. We understand that tomorrow in the session, and then do the same meditation process again. Any questions, any announcements, Nidhi madam, before we conclude?
No, sir. No, sir.
Right. So then, thank you very much, dear friends, and I'll see you all tomorrow. And if you have questions, hold on to them for tomorrow till tomorrow, or join the WhatsApp group and post the question there. It'll be answered. So thank you all.
I am the light of my soul.
Sonalji.
Thank you, sir. Hello, sir. Wonderful. It was just so awesome. Awesome to have you back here for all of us, and thoroughly enjoyed seeing the global conference. I definitely missed being there physically, but it was just so awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Would love to hear from, I think, from you, sir, a little more about it.
Yes.
Maybe not today, whenever you're ready.
Yes, we will speak. Many things have happened in GCML, but I think our team, yeah, they're here. We are in Rishikesh right now. They're in the meditation. But when Aruna Madam and who else is there from here, from St. Louis, they come back, then you will meet them.
I think
here Kiranmaya Madam is also there from Des Moines. We'll talk about it.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Enjoy.
It was beautiful. Always beautiful, but this time a lot more impactful, we thought. I know some of the masters who attended GCML are here, which is great.
Awesome.
Yes. More interest in the sense that our vision has always been to reach out to the leadership as much as possible, and we saw that this time. And very importantly, some of the presentations are just amazing, meaning the depth of it, the quality of it is just really incredible, which also showed that those masters and speakers too want to increase the importance of meditation in their work. That's
for
how,
sure.
That's how it's very important. When you hear the senior leadership to talk about this to the level, so I'm very happy about it.
Awesome.
That's our objective, isn't it?
Yes.
And I believe in the yoga protocol, they're increasing the duration of meditation, as we've always been wishing. Now it will increase the duration of meditation. They have a goal to see that at least 30 crores of people will practice yoga and meditation that day, or the days leading to yoga day, which is great. Which means the government of India, of course, is putting a lot of effort into it, and we all contribute to this. And the beauty is that the time for meditation practice is increasing in the yoga protocol from 3 minutes to more minutes. I don't know exactly how many minutes, but it'll increase to more, which is wonderful. Right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
More power to Buddha CEO and you, sir. Thank you so much for inspiring all of us and putting so much energy. Thank you.
Wonderful. Yes, Venu?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So good to see you in Blossom again. Yeah, we are watching in GCML, but still it's a more interaction now. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Okay.
I like to talk to you regarding Dallas program. Maybe so I'm waiting for a flyer. So yeah.
We'll speak.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Give me a couple of days. We just came here yesterday, settling down. It's a 5-day IMR, you know it. First time we're doing an intense meditation practice. Everybody has gone off into their different places and they're meditating since 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. All right.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Wonderful. Okay. Right. So thank you, Kiran. Thank you, Nidhi Madam. Let's hold the fort. We'll see you all tomorrow again then. Thank you.
I am the light of my soul. I am beautiful. I am bountiful.
Okay, friends, we'll meet tomorrow again